The forest came alive with the smell of dirt and death, the sounds of critters holding their breath, and the overwhelming sense of something watching while the good and righteous lawmen of the world went blind. Even the trees shivered as they passed. Once a dozen riders with fire in their bellies and quick hands for shooting, now worn down to three unlikely gunslingers, soaked to the bone from the recent rainfall, and two out of the three were dreading its return. But Butcher Cole knew better than his bedfellows that the worst of their venture would not be the cold and damp, though he liked it none the same. There was a chill in the air. Sleet and snow would make these two turn tail and run. The dead be damned, he thought. Butcher was a tall man, corpse pale and starved thin, the black beard that matched the black of his overcoat and wide-brimmed hat. In the shadow of that hat, one of his eyes shone steel gray, the other an icy blue. Those eyes had fallen on the monster's six-toed trail and stayed there even in the night. "We should be getting close," Silence announced. He was older than Butcher, broader and meaner, with an air of brawler meets cutthroat about him. He had a fat, scarred face, which made the others treat him like some dumb brute, but Butcher liked to think he knew a snake when he saw one. "The beast might be lurking around any corner. Have you all made your bets?" The boy, who turned out to be a girl, cleared her throat. Butcher hadn't gotten her name, but she could shoot even better than him. Can she move? Can she fight? He wondered. No way to be sure. She's too young anyway. I say it's a cockatrice," she squeaked. "A cock a what?" Silas asked. My pa says they're from England," the girl said, bowing her head so the wind didn't get in her eyes. Maybe she was crying for the ones they'd lost. Maybe. They were all just gone. Thought made Butcher more than a little uneasy, especially since the monster's tracks had not changed. All just gone. But the girl went on. "A cockatrice will turn you to stone if you look at it." "But ain't nobody in town was turned to stone," Silas roared. "They'd be paying us more, if that were true. They were all just ripped apart, the sheriff and all, and the rest. Whatever it is, it ain't from round here," Butcher said, hoping that'd be the end of it. He didn't like the way the tracks were going, deeper and deeper into the forest. The the thing had claws like a big cat, and six toes for certain, but some of the prints suggested maybe a seventh toe, or a clawed thumb on the forepaws. Uh, his horse didn't like the smell, whatever it was. Soon enough he was struggling to keep the reins. "Having some trouble there, Butch," Silas croaked. But his own horse sensed the other's distress and started to buck as well. Might be we do better on foot. And about this thing we're after, you don't think it's a... If you say dragon one more time, I'll shoot your eye out." Butcher slid from his saddle and turned to help the girl with her own shying mount. That was his first mistake. From the trees leapt a massive creature, big as a stallion and twice as fast. It was all matted gray and lank white fur, with wisps of mane about a leonine face. It took Silas's horse first, bearing it to the ground and shredding it with its claws. A moment later it ducked into the brush, dragging the dead horse with it, and just as quickly as it come, it vanished in the dark.